Hi guys, so this video I'm going to show you the things I have for modding. So I've been wanting to do this video for quite some time, especially for one of my subscriber who have supported me ever since I started the channel. So TJ, if you are watching, this is especially for you. Okay, you always wanted to look at what are the things I use, so I'm going to show what are in the boxes. So let me just get rid of some of the stuff. So basically, I think you guys know that I do a bit of Arduino stuff. So normally I'll just use breadboard and then some of the stuff, but let me just get rid of all this first. Alright, so basically I'm just show all the boxes that you always see at the background. So first box over here. Okay, so basically this is a box of I guess switch that I have. So this is the three-way switch. Okay, normally I'll just keep things in organized in boxes in various kind of categories. So this is obviously the boxes of a switch. So over here you have some this guy actually have a 16 combination over here, so you can see 4 pins. Basically, you know, you can use this 4 pin to determine more or less 16 kind of combination. So things as this, I've not used this yet, but this is like the potentiometer, but it's like a sliding one, and then there's actually a LED over here. I've not used it, but I think it's pretty cool. So maybe I'll use it in some modding in the future. So this is again a switch. Okay, so so these are the common kind of micro switch that we use. So I stock up a few versions of it. This is the one with the lever, without the lever. So these are again various lever, no lever, a short lever, and I like this type of switch. This is very small and it feels quite good. This will be great for just capturing some signal if I'm using Arduino. So it's pretty small, so you can compare that in the size of the switch. Okay, so if I'm just doing Arduino stuff, actually all these are pretty capable of handling the signal. Yeah. So this is the box of switch, micro switch that I have, or different switch that I have. So get this away. Okay, next box, the box of connectors. So I have quite a lot of connectors. Okay, so these are the common ones that we use. Okay, so this is the what do you call it, XT60 connectors, which is the different between XT. This is the DIN. Okay, so which one do I really prefer? Actually, in terms of basically, I'll look at the mod itself. No, if space is a constraint, of course I'll go for the DIN. It's basically smaller. Okay, in terms of the size itself, as you can see over here. But if you were to ask me, I think this XT60 is actually very easy to solder the connection. So if you are beginner, I guess XT60 might be easier to deal with. So these are another type of connectors. So again, if the space is a constraint and then the current is not an issue, I'll use this. So this is another type of a small version of the DIN connectors. So it doesn't have a male or female side, they all looks the same. So the way they connect together is basically you just flip one over, okay, and then plug it in. Right, so I think this is capable of handling a 15 amp, if I'm not wrong, consistent, or I cannot really remember, but if it's not of high current and space is already a constraint, this is pretty easy to use. Okay, so I stop. So what about all this? This is actually a 3 instead of 2. Okay, so over here, okay, you can see again, this is like a connector. Okay, something the soldering point is basically something like the XT60. So I guess this will be good if I were to do some I guess brushless motor or something like that, they have 3 wires, can do a quick release. And they do have this kind of housing over here whereby, you know, once you solder the wire, you can actually heat shrink it, and then you can place this over here to even make it even more organized. So it actually comes with this. This is basically a smaller version of it. Okay, a smaller version of it. So okay, it's pretty 3 wires. Okay, so anything that you need a quick release of like a 3 wires kind of setup, you can use this. So this is my box, the box of connectors. Okay, so what's this box? Okay, so this is the box of I guess diodes. Okay, various style of diodes. These are capacitor 104, 103. So I do have, when I buy, I'll just buy in bulk, so that it's easy. So I have the 10k ohm resistor and the what's this, 100 ohm. So I think I use it quite often, so I'll just buy a whole pack of it. So this is the Hall sensor. This is the this is the MOSFET, N channel MOSFET. Okay, I can handle high current. Another N channel MOSFET. Okay, I think this is the, let me see, P channel MOSFET. Yeah, so I kept all the MOSFET here. Okay, and these are the various capacitor that I have. So normally I'll have like a pack of it, and then if I need to test something, if it's suitable, then I'll buy more. Okay, next, let me see. Oops, sorry for that. Okay, the box of on-off switch. So I have various on-off switch over here, different sizes for my selection. Okay, so this is a 3-way. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so pretty useful. These are small buck converter, various buck converter over here. So normally I'll just go for this one. It should be good enough. I mean, for just to step down the maybe the voltage for maybe LED application, or just power up the Arduino. I think it's good enough. This is the voltage sensor that I normally use. Some on-off switch. These are the capacitor plate that I can solder to the motor. So I'll buy a bunch of them. This will reduce the electronic noise. Okay, next box. So this must be the box of display. All right. Okay, so so if you take a look, this is the display. Now if you buy this, of course it's just a very raw kind of pin. You probably need to do a lot of wiring and such, and use your shift register. So that's why I actually go for this type of they already have the shift register at the back, so it's very easy to create your own ammo counter or something like that. And the good thing about this type of pre-soldered type, that you can actually chain them together. Basically I just chain them like a daisy chain. Okay, so you can have like more of it chained together, and you still only require the same number of pins to basically control what will be displayed on the this type of LED kind of unit over here. So you can see that I bought this like 4. They have various like 3 in a row. Okay, 4 in a row. Okay, so these are actually pretty convenient to use if I want to go to the old school kind of this nice kind of simple display with this 7 segment LED. Yeah, so here are the voltmeters that I think people use. Okay, so I buy a bunch of them. They come with different colors, and this is a smaller size voltmeter. See over here. Now this will be more interesting. I've not used it yet, but you can see that now instead of the if you compare, this is like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 segment, okay, plus the dot. This one, okay, in between there's a diagonal kind of a thing you can light up with. So with this you can actually display a more interesting kind of pattern if you want to. Okay, this is another one which is a lot smaller. Okay, so depending on the mod. Here of course these are the OLED display. Okay, there are different versions. You can have the yellow and blue, or just pure one color, and there are different size. Okay, this is a big one, you can try. So I guess this is my box of display options. Okay, next. Okay, this is a box of potentiometer. Okay, different type of potentiometer over here. This is how to call it, just to make sound. I forgot what it's called. But if you were to use this, the sound may be a little bit soft. So sometimes I like to use the active one, whereby the sound is pretty loud. Okay, but yeah, it's all come pre-sorted, so it should be fine. So this is another type of selector. Okay, okay. This is actually a RGB LED. So you can actually program it you can input the RGB value, and you can produce the color of your choice. So it's come in this manner. But what I really like are these addressable LEDs. Okay, so you can control the addressable LED. They come with various. I think I have another bunch of this. Probably I can show a clearer picture. So you can cut at any point. Okay, maybe when I showcase the other version, there I'll talk more about it. Okay, next box. Okay, so yeah, this is the box of rotary encoder over here. Okay, act as a push button as well. Another rotary encoder that I tried out. So this is probably when the time I'm trying out relays. So I buy a bunch of them. Okay, so to handle different. This can handle up to 30 M for 250. What's that? I can't read. It's a bit small. Anyway, so this is probably during the time where I'm trying out relays, so I bought quite a few of them. Okay, I make some unit. Okay, so this is probably a sound card, amplifier, sorry, I think. Okay, and then some speakers. Okay, I can try that if I want to. Okay, this is for the brushless one, the brushless tester, I guess. Okay, box of breadboard. Okay, so I just come here, fix up the circuit. If I just want a button, I'll just pick one of these top and then do the wiring. Alright, okay, so I'm going to put back the stuff, and then we're going to look at the next stack. I think this video is going to be a long one. You might want to watch it in double speed. Okay. Oh no. Yes. Okay. Just showcasing part of the gears that I have. Probably have a lot more, but let's take a look. Okay, the next stack. Okay, this is a box of nuts and bolts, I guess. Okay, this is something you can attach to your rails, and then then you have a sling mount. Okay, quick release. Okay, so some of the springs that I have. Okay, oh yeah, this is actually very small buttons. You probably find this in your your handphone and whatnot, those small devices. So I do have a bunch of them. If there's ever a need for me to have a very small button, I can use this. Okay, this will be great for small projects. Okay, so these are springs. Next, my box of screws. This is not okay. So I like to. This is the box of screws that I have. So I organize them, and I quite like this kind of transparent nylon screw. Okay, so if I want something that is less not so obvious, I can use all this. So you can see these are quite small. Okay, with the nuts as well. All right. Okay, let's move on. Okay, another box of random screw. So sometimes when you do modding, you have extra screws and whatnot. So I basically just put it in. So any extra component that I have left after modding, I'll just put it here. Okay, these are for the replacement for the XSW kit kind of stuff. So I'll buy them and just organize them. Okay, these are the various size for the housing of my wires. Okay, so you can see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then of course this is like the 20. So yeah, so whatever the number of wires I require, I'll just pick the correct housing. So this is just a subset of what I have. Normally they come in hundreds, so I just fill this box up, and then the rest is in big packs whereby I put it in some storeroom or whatever. So if I run out of any of them, then I'll just replenish this box. Okay, so these are the knobs, some switch that I experimented on at some point of time. So these are knobs. Okay, this is the box of LEDs. When I first started modding, actually I'm quite interested in LEDs, so I bought quite a number of LEDs. So different LED, they have different specs, like the volt, and then the so I need those info if I want to calculate the register that I want to make use of. So you can see that different color will have, they require different voltage to operate. Different type of buttons that I have. Okay, these are useful. This is actually a laser. Okay, so in fact I can do my own sort of like a laser pointer. If I want to integrate it into the blaster itself, I can. So this is pretty simple. IR beams. Okay, various buttons, small buttons that I use. Yep. Okay. Okay, these are the various, again, buck converters that I used to work with. Okay, I think I can put this over here. Okay, various buck converters. Okay, I think this can be used to control the current and the voltage as well, if I'm not wrong. So these are just easy configuration. Sometimes I use it for some projects, some other projects other than nerf. Alright, another box of screws. Yeah, this this thing over here, this reminds me, this is actually Lego pieces that I bought. Okay, I thought that at some point of time, when I want to organize the internal wire, actually I don't want to fix it, so you can use, if you heat shrink it, you can actually make it, clip it here at a Lego piece. So this can be put inside the internal of the blaster. But anyway, I don't really need it. So in various screws, I'll label them. I'll probably further organize it when times come. Okay, so just various screws. Okay, next, box of TT motors. Okay, these are the one from Adafruit. Okay, this is from China. This is from Adafruit. Basically, they are basically identical. I bought and forgot about it. I cannot remember when I bought it, but anyway, but it have the same issue. The small gear is still the nylon, so I thought Adafruit will come with the metal gear, but anyway, I just buy to test it out. So these are the various one. These are the L-shaped one. Okay, so again, if the space is a constraint, like there's no space here, okay, this could be another option, a different orientation. I have plans for this. I'm gonna try it out. These are the smaller ones, pretty much very small. Okay, again, actually it's quite alright. This is actually rated 12 volt if I'm not wrong, the one I bought. I feel that is enough torque for as a pusher. I don't know, I have to try it out. Anyway, whenever I see things, sometimes I just buy before I have plans for them. Okay, so I'm gonna put it back. Alright, next. Okay, so this is my soldering station. I guess helping hand is definitely a must if you want to do soldering easily. So these are quite useful stuff. Okay, so I have things like this. Okay, so this is magnetic. Okay, you can move it anywhere. It's pretty stable. Quite like it. Alright. Oops. Next. Okay, so this is a box of this is a voltmeter. All right, sorry, multimeter. Okay, I've look. Okay, their multimeter are normally pretty expensive, but for this model itself, 17B plus. Okay, I find it to be I think it's they actually offer it for China domestic market at first, but I think it's available now. Okay, and the cost is almost half of what most Fluke multimeter is, and I find that this model is pretty nice. I use it and like it. I recommend it if you want to have a multimeter. I mean, if you are doing some flywheel modding, sometimes you do need to check your connection and all, and of course, among other things, the current and all, you should get one. This is the LiPo charger that I use. Okay, yeah, so far so good. Okay, soldering iron. Okay, so if you are doing flywheel modding, get a nice soldering iron. I got a 50 watt soldering iron. I think is good enough. Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you are doing flywheel and you are starting out and try to learn soldering, to get good solder. Okay, it will help. Okay, so these are some motors that I just did. Another soldering iron. Now I do have various tip for the soldering iron, right? You see this, but actually I prefer to use this bigger kind of tip more often. Okay, doesn't mean that it's smaller, it's actually more precise or whatever. I find that this is actually much easier to use, even for small areas. But anyway, it's just me, or I don't know. Okay, hot glue. Okay, I use them. Okay, so this is the box stuff. another box. Okay, so these are some jumper wires, jumper wires again. Okay, so yeah, so what's it? Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. This is the addressable LED, right? So in fact, you can control all this LED just by using one pin, and you can control any of the LED, any position of the LED that you like to switch on to any color of your choice. Okay, so yeah, so it's pretty simple, and it comes with different spacing, if you want to say that, okay, different spacing. So again, you can actually cut anywhere in between all these lines, and then use wire to solder them back. These three connections, you can space them up, you can cut here, bring it apart, use wire to connect them again, solder it, and then you still work, right? So it's actually very convenient if you are doing some LED work and you want various color, you want full control, and then you just require just one signal wire, and you can control it. Okay, I think I use the fast LED library, which is very easy to make use of. You can produce rainbow effect or whatnot, blinking, whatnot, okay, easily. Okay, but I have not do a mod that incorporate it. Maybe I will in the future, but I'm not too sure. I sort of yeah. Okay, anyway, oh yes, coming to jumper wires itself. Now okay, I do want to show this. Okay, so this is like the box of tools that I have. Now if you are doing wires, sometimes you do want to crimp your own wires. Okay, for example, you want to crimp your own wires, like using this. Now I find that this is a fantastic tool, although it's a little bit more pricey. Okay, it's the PA09. I think it's Engineer PA09. Yeah, this is the one. Now I've tried, when I first started off trying to crimp my own wire. Okay, I bought those one action type of, right? It's supposed to be one action and everything is done. This is a two action, you have to press twice. Okay, you can check out any video, you just type in Engineer PN09. I'm sure you'll find a few videos on it. And then I have Tabra experience with all those like one action type of crimp. Then I found this. My god, this is worth the money. Yeah, so if anyone want to do any crimping, I highly recommend this tool. Okay, and of course if you don't want to, you can always buy this type of ready crimp jumper wire. They come in various length. Okay, and in fact, if you realize you need to extend it, well, you just cut two of them and then just solder it together, and then you get your various length that you want. So you don't actually need to do any of your crimping. And this housing is very easy to remove if you need to okay, change it to like a different housing. Okay, so I do like to recommend this. I find it really useful. Since we have this gear, so I have like wire stripper, another type of connector crimp. Okay, so this is the pipe cutter. Yeah, so this is that. Next, okay, so another box of tools. This is my heat string, micro drill, heat string stuff. So I guess this is the box of heat string. Okay, these are the various pincer, I guess. Okay, some sandpaper. Okay, nothing much. Okay, so I'm gonna close this. All right. Okay, so these are my box of files and screwdrivers. Okay, so So you'll notice that I don't have a drummer. Actually, I do have a drummer. It's just that I don't really use it that often because as I find that it's very noisy. Okay, so I'll try not to use a drummer whenever I you know, if I find another way. So like for the motor cover, what do? Okay, if I want to drill out a hole, so basically I just use this type of tools, which is pretty inexpensive. I'll just drill a series of holes, okay, adjacent to one another, like a square. If I need a square, I just drill a square for holes, and then I'm just going to use this kind of tool and just cut it, and then the whole piece will drop out, and then I'll just file it down. Okay, so this what I do. So box of file. Okay, so what else? Okay, so these are just some motto that I have, so I keep them in boxes like this so that I don't mess them up. Okay, yeah, so motto like this. Okay, I'll just keep it in this way. Yeah, so okay, so I think I'm gonna stop the video here. So it's already 30 minutes. Okay, so yeah, so I hope that you have a good idea of what I use for my modding. I still have lots of boxes below this table. Basically they contain bigger items, some 3D printer parts and whatnot. All right, so okay, one more. Okay, so if you are doing any 3D modeling, this is a good idea to have. Okay, this is great for measurement. Get an electronic one. Okay, so it'll be very essential if you are doing 3D modeling. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Tungsten. So TJ, I hope you enjoyed the video as well. These are some of the tools I make use of. Yeah, so I hope that for the next video, I hope I probably can talk a little bit of programming for the Rapid Strike if I can, and then I also wanted to do one simple video on maybe how you get started in 3D modeling if you have zero experience. In fact, I have zero experience before I do nerf in terms of 3D modeling. And also I do not have any experience in like soldering things. So before nerf I actually do not know how to solder. Now I buy so many things and play around with so many things. I don't know what's a buck converter, I don't know what is capacitor. So yeah, so I learned from scratch. So if you are getting into modding, so yeah, maybe you know, it's not impossible. If you do not have any experience, you just need to try and try. Yeah, so I'm Tungsten. Thanks for watching for this 30-minute long video. I hope you enjoy it. Bye.